Wait a minute, this doesn't look like a shrine. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we finished up the last of the stuff that we need to do before heading out to the shrines. That is, the last of the obvious stuff that we need to do, because making its triumphant return after so long is a hidden quest. You need to be in Roar with Alisa in your party. Alisa is required for this quest to show up. And we go into Jackass's repair shop.
Oh, hey, just the folks who want to see. Got something I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, that's kind of ominous and not very like you.
Suppose not. Basically, we left something for you to see.
Wait, this is... Well, that's one nice pocket watch. So you recognize it, Alisa.
I do.
As if my father made for my mother. It was like putting his engineering knowledge to work and making things like this. It's ridiculously accurate, too. All these years, it's not even 1 second off. Well, it's the day he gave it to her, too. Not that she ever mentioned that. It's really something. Must be really important to you, too, then. I guess you could say that. That's why I'm kind of wondering why she gave it to Jackass.
Well, the damn thing's busted. Rena brought it over to me when the Ryan from Babs went up to the task of fixing the thing. Not that that's big of a surprise. Your old man stuff was way above the level of your average mechanic. So she came to me as a last resort. Said if I couldn't fix it, that wasn't a big deal, though.
She said, what?
I swear. Anyways, now that you're here, what you say you help me fix it?
Sure, Alisa will want me to help out with this, but what should we do? Of course we're gonna fix that watch! Yes, I'm sure, I really appreciate it, but no worries, I'm curious about this. It's a memento of your father we could hardly refuse. With that decided, what would you like us to do?
Simple. Some stuff in here's broken. Need to get some replacements. Can't find any old store, though. Getting what you need ain't gonna be easy. Sure you up to it?
Now you tell us. Still, we are not gonna back out after we've agreed to help someone. Can't believe she doesn't care whether it gets fixed or not. Well, even if she doesn't, I do. And I'll get it fixed. That'll show her.
Looks like I don't got nothing to worry about then. So let me tell you what you're gonna need. First, it's a Type 4 pressure regulator.
Sorry, but what's a Type 4 pressure regulator? As the name implies, it's the device that regulates orbital pressure. Type 4s are both very small and very powerful, and very rare for that matter. I think we probably have the best chance of finding one at the research facility. I remember to get one within the city, at least.
Except a special alloy sheet. I'm talking a real thin one, too. Told you regular mechanics were no match for the old man.
Special alloy sheet? How would you even use that? I couldn't even begin to imagine. Father was nothing if not playful with his designs. Really enjoyed what he did, but finding something like that here in the cities seems like a long shot. The Sox and Iron Mine, on the other hand, we could talk to the mine chief over there. Let's pay them a visit as soon as we find the time.
Last but not least is the heart of the watch. It's a micro oscillator. The only problem with the one is, it ain't here. I can't even tell you what kind to use. Any kind of oscillator will probably do the trick, but it might not be quite as accurate.
It won't be good enough. I don't even have the slightest idea what he might have used. It's not as accurate as it's gonna be. As it used to be, it's hardly gonna feel like we've repaired it at all.
Oh, I get you, but I really don't got a clue. Sometimes you don't either.
Sorry, I wish I did. If neither of you know, why don't we try asking Gwen? He might have an idea. It's a pretty good idea, actually.
How about that? Might be able to get this repair up to snuff after all. So once more for good measure. I need a Type 4 pressure regulator, a special alloy sheet, and a micro oscillator. Gather them up, bring them here, and I'll fix that watch right on up for you.
In that case, we're off. Back with all the supplies before you know it. And we get Father's Pocket Watch, the hidden quest. Now, this has nothing to do with the quest itself, but rather, this is actually my second attempt to record these first 4 minutes. Why would that be? Well, because the texture glitched out for the watch. Hopefully, I do remember to edit in what happened, but once it sounds like, well, my most recent save is not too far back. I could just go back to that one. So I just restarted my game, fixed that up nice and purdy-like.
Hey, full speed ahead! Look at that turns that corner, this is the best!
Remote-controlled cars, given their size and power, I'm really surprised they use Type 4 pressure regulators. Can't hurt to ask, excuse me.
What's up? You wanna play with the cars too?
Not exactly. Type 4 pressure regulator, huh? These are pretty rare, you know.
Well, you got a good eye. We do use them in these cars, and we've even got a few spares. You can take one if you want.
Really? Thank you so much.
No problem at all. Just give me a minute. Alright, here you go.
Just be careful with it, okay? We're being super generous, but these things are seriously tough to find. Really appreciate this. Don't mention it, always happy to help. Just stop by and play with these cars with us sometime, okay? Really owe these guys for giving us something so rare. Can't let this go to waste. One nice thing about this quest is that it is a pretty easy one to do.
Where do you want to go?
It is very quick. So really, again, first thing is right in Ruhr. Second up is going to the iron mine.
Ready
Wait,
to
can you
get
take the
started?
bike?
I've got this.
For good measure. Drive past these people. And try not to run over the mine chief. Think we should ask him if he knows where we can get that special fellowship? Might as well try, right? Excuse me. Hey, you need something? I get you now. Well, you're in luck. We got more of them than we know what to do with. I think I have to remember handing one off to Alisa's dad way back when. Really? That's right. Can't believe I took me until just now to realize why he was so happy about the damn thing. But if he was using it to make it a present for his wife, it makes perfect sense. He always used to get so excited when he made something new. He's like a child. You got that right. And we got tons of fragments like the one I gave him here. Just head on in and ask around that station. Just tell whoever's on duty there that I sent you, and he'll give you exactly what you need. Thank you so much. We'll head in there right away. No problem. Good luck fixing that watch. So, when I was playing through this quest, just because I wanted, last time I played through was just on PC, so I wanted to just clear out the achievements on, PlayStation, so I just ran up a second file on my PS4, and just quick sped through that. Since I wasn't reading that dialogue, I thought we had been given the alloy sheet then. Nope, you do have to go inside, so remember to go inside and talk to Anon. Gee, do you have a minute? Armand, sorry. Really? Does it have to be very big? Yeah, we got plenty of those left over. Oh, I'm just like, yeah, I'll get you one. Thank you so much. Here you go. Oh, really? This thing kind of springy, too. You'd be surprised just how tough it is. You need this special equipment to cut through it for processing. Anyway, I don't know what you're going to use it for, but I hope it works out for you. Thank you again. And so, with the next item, Rabed, we can head on out of the mine itself. Again, luckily this is a very quick quest. Most of the hidden quests are very quick, so there is at least that benefit. Of course, the problem is just knowing that there's a quest. And, like, why would you ever have to... Oh, I never reported those.
Do tell me.
Probably should have waited until after I did this, but whatever, it's fine.
I knew I could count on you. Adios.
Get a bunch of cash. It's... Why would you ever... Like, there's no reason to go back to Ruhr at that point. There's no reason to go into Jackasses. There's... It's just a weird situation in general. Is it at the settlement site, or is it Lake Blackmar? They're at Lake Blackmar, aren't they? Oh, but there are people here. Yeah, we might as well talk to people. They're seemingly starting to move in a bit. It's been difficult getting this far, but we're finally back to where we belong. It's kind of moving to finally be back. Mountains may be vast, but each part of them is special, and we get attached to anywhere we spend time at. We've got memories of being trusted with work by Dad or Charles coming by to play. It's hard not to get emotional thinking about it all. It's great to be home. So yeah, getting that, seeing people move it back into the settlement site is nice. Start moving the settlement back here, Dad. Indeed. We're keeping watch in case the situation changes for the worse, but we're slowly moving back. If we sense any danger, however, we're prepared to be on the move and again at any time. It's great to see that it's safe enough to move back now, though. I can't wait to see things back to how they were. We all owe that to you. Certainly it was your crimson wings which brought us this good wind to us. We'd be honored if that were the case. And we're doing these people happy and hopeful for the future. It's worth it.
Oh, windy days on starry nights. Sorry about that, I couldn't help bursting into song. I love putting yurts together like this. We've had some tough times lately, but I know we've got just as many good ones lined up for us. Oh, no matter how old you get, it's always exciting to start life anew.
Okay,
Can't
ready
believe
to
that
get started?
Wario
I've got this.
is one of the people of Nord. You can just skip on over to Lake Lacrima. Just kind of bounce up against him.
Okay, ready to get started?
Fine, I'll not have Gwen run over. Grandfather, can we ask you something? Shoot. Oh, you're trying to fix that thing up, are you? Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. I think you know what you're looking for, though. You do? Yep, gave me orders making the thing originally, you see. Wanted to know if I knew more of a stable material than what's usually used in an oscillator. More stable material? Taking not much of a watch expert. More stable and precise. More stable material to use, the more precise and accurate the oscillator. And it just so happens that I knew of this thing. That was perhaps the most stable material in this world. Zemirian ore. Zemirian ore? Use that to make an oscillator? No one knew how to process the stuff at the time, but I guess he just found a small enough piece, and used it as is. That was the secret to its accuracy. I mean, imagine how much effort he must have gone into in order to find even a grain of that stuff. Mother just jumps it onto Jackass like she doesn't even care. Easy, Alisa. But if that's what we're looking for, maybe we should head back to the Courageous. Maybe George will have something we can use. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. That they hurried back to the Courageous and went straight to speak to George. That's why we came to you? Oh, I had no idea anyone ever made a pocket watch like that. The idea of using Zemirian ore is ingenious too. One of mine learned more about it myself. So would you happen to have any high purity Zemirian ore you can spare? And the tiniest amount will do. Sure, that's all you need. It won't be a problem at all. Hold on a sec if you don't mind. I want to find you a good piece. Thanks, George. Sorry for the wait. This should do the job. Purity is pretty close to 100%, so it should fit your needs perfectly. So this is what he formed the heart of the father's pocket watch. Thank you so much, George. Don't worry about it. You're the ones who brought this Zemirian ore back here in the first place. Alright, I think that's everything we need. Can we head back to Jackass's place and have him fix it up now? He's really fired up about this. Now, one thing is, I doubt this is actually the case, but, I mean, it's potential. It being called a Zemirian ore grain.
Where do you want to go?
Again, I'm
Leave
just spitballing this, but later on we will be able to get pieces of Zemirian ore that we can use for getting the best weapons in the game. In one playthrough you can only get 2. I believe actually in a New Game Plus you can get 3, but most you can get, generally speaking, is 2. So it could just be, hey, if you don't have them, just need to name it differently. I don't know, man.
Well, looky here. Your kid's got all the parts we need.
You bet. Think you'll be able to fix the pocket watch now?
With all these, you'll be able to, yeah? Well, now they got all the parts, I figure I'll stick them all together eventually. I'm just poking fun. Wouldn't want to keep you waiting all that long. Sure to get started around my second drink of the night. Fine. Stop staring at Vegas. And if you're so bound and determined to get this thing fixed, how about you?
Me? Are you sure?
Sure as shooting. Hell, it's only right. But if you're sure you're not up to the task, I can take care of it.
No, I want to. At least let me try. It really is important to her.
Of course, let me process the alloy sheet for you first. Bet you the tools that stood up in this room. Give it a look-see, and I'm sure you'll find.
Of course, thank you. That they immediately set up for the Rhineford family residence to collect his tools and fix the pocket watch. So this goes here, and that's connected to the other thing there. So how's the patient? Think you can fix it? I think Dr. Alisa could guarantee a full recovery. My father's taught me everything I know about mechanical engineering, so I've got a pretty good idea of how he thinks his design works, all the weird stuff that makes an engineer. Makes sense? Guessing that's what Jackass meant when he said it was only right that you do it yourself. Yeah, grandfather taught me a lot of things, but my engineering know-how was all from my father. Say I wasn't just his #1 daughter, but his #1 student too, and from what I heard, Jackass taught him almost everything he knew. He did always seem to be surprisingly tech-savvy, Rhineford name or no, but it all makes sense now. I believe such spirit enthusiasts are known in some circles as geeks, no? I had no idea you were one. I am not! Oh, got it. Is it fixed now? Think so. Need to reassemble the frame, disable the circuit breaker, then... That was quite impressive. You did a great job. Commendable achievement, to be sure. Can't tell without you guys. Thank you so much for helping with this. I didn't just shed any tears over it. What's that? It sounds like a music box. I thought it was just a regular pocket watch. I thought we need that special alloy sheet to enable it to make this sound. I can't believe he managed to make something this complex by hand. Made some pretty amazing stuff, but this? What? Photograph? A wedding photo, it seems.
Rena brought it over to me when the ran from the layers went up to the task of fixing the thing. Sure came to me as the last word. Said if I couldn't fix it, then it wasn't a big deal, though.
Mother! At least knock before you come in. What would you have done if I had a guest in here? I know all about what happened with Father's pocket watch. Why be so indifferent to it? So no reason to keep you out if no longer function. That's all there is to it. Is that all you wanted to ask? Suppose you're right, in a way. When you're in a company this big, you need to prioritize efficiency above all else. Sometimes that might mean cutting things out of your life that are important to you for the sake of the big picture. I can see that. Whether that's the right attitude to take, I don't know. It's not for me to decide anyway. But know that if you can't take care of the things that matter to you, you feel the need to toss them aside, then I'll be there to pick those things up and look after them in your place. I see. Your naivete doesn't seem to have faded any since we last spoke, but I can't say that comes as any surprise. I'll give you credit for showing your beliefs with actions over simple words, Alisa. Mother, I don't... Dalton, get the car ready to park. We're leaving in 2 minutes.
As you wish, Madam Chairman.
I had no intention of keeping around as long as it was broken, but if you fix it, I may as well take it off your hands. Here's your reward. You deserve one for the effort you put into this. Mother? Wait a minute, I'm fit! Oh, and I'll be expecting you to have some more concrete ideas by our next meeting. You're the one who chose to make such a bold proclamation, so always take responsibility for your words. That's your mother in a nutshell. Why must she always be like this? Oh? See, she didn't notice what happens when you set it to go around the other way. Our precious treasure. Everything he gave me had to have some unusual trick to it. Well, she's still got a long way to go if she wants to be my successor, but I suppose spending a moment like this now and again isn't so bad. I really like that quest. It's a very, very simple quest. You know, it's just go around, talk to people, and you see some Alisa shenanigans, but that ending is almost sad in a way.
Hey there, Reen. All right. I knew I
I'm just
could
gonna
count on
turn
you.
that last one in. And to end off the episode, I'll show you what the Seraph Quartz does. It's not really so useful on Alisa, to be fair. Seraph gives you Shining and Seraphic Ring, as well as 15 Arch Strength and 150 EP. Ooh, but that speed is really nice. Maybe Elliot? Yeah. Let's put that on Elliot. Review Seraph as for Machias. You know what? I'll do the stuff off screen. But next time, we actually do start moving on to conquer the rest of those shrines. But until then, see you guys later.